Hello all, welcome back to Dungeons and Nerglings. I'm Nergy, I'll be your DM. These are our players. We got Kyle, we got Vert, it's not his real name, we got Eyes, and we got Keegs.
Not my real name.
Also that.
Also not his real name.
But we're back for session, shut up, session 55. Picking up from you lot finding a way from mid-home to Gullview in search of, what were you hunting for?
Gillian Wormblade.
Yeah.
You had a few leads.
And
The whoever attacked to find Vannon and then find out whoever attacked him and what happened and why and such. And we found that he'd been attacked near Gullview as he was coming in. He was helped back into the town by an elf with silvery hair. And so we followed up on the elf with silvery hair, and they may or may not be a member of the Brotherhood of Ma.
Balls.
who were the ones that made
And
Gillian
the-
lose her voice?
Yeah, and we found Gillian at the Rusty Anchor, which was her tavern, her and her husband.
His
And-
name was Ed, by the way.
The third reason we were coming to Gullview was to look for Elle in the Drowned Depths.
And Elle is a woman. That was because I didn't write who. I just wrote Elle is a woman. That's the note, and I was like, I'm sure she is, but
Thank
who
you.
is she, and
Thank
why
you,
do I
Past
care
Kyle.
about her?
She was the one who had potentially organised the hit on your family / would know who did it because it was
Yeah.
organised out of this town.
And the Brotherhood of Ma was her crew,
Mm.
And
And
they're a
that-
dangerous bunch.
and that were they the ones that Elf Bun Man went
I,
to meet?
Elf Bun Man and the Brotherhood of Ma are not connected. There is no string between the
I
two.
think in my
Who's
head
Elf
I was-
Bun Man? Sorry.
Ed.
The
Ed, okay.
elven man with the beautiful bun of white gold hair
Gotcha.
with a crossbow.
Ed.
Yeah,
Drizzle.
there is no red string between those two parties. As
Isn't
it's
there?
Like, shut up.
Isn't there?
There is up here. Beautiful. So, you took a room at the Rusty Anchor. Spent the night with... Oh, no, I haven't got that book open.
Oh no.
spent the night with Gillian, Joanne, Armand, and Charlie.
Oh, is that who Armand and Charlie? They're the sons.
They're the
I also
sons.
I have Armand and Charlie written down. No context.
It's like Cage and
Did you-
quotes.
Yeah. I don't remember where it happened, but I know that it happened. I
And
wrote it
someone
down.
said it and it was funny.
I've got elven man with a beautiful bun of white gold hair and a crossbow. Drizzle.
His name's Ed.
But what was Drizzle? Was
no
it raining?
idea.
Yeah,
Was it raining?
To be
Who's
honest,
Drizzle?
I have no idea.
His rat name.
So Jaren is the owner,
Yeah.
the husband of
Alright,
Gillian.
Armand and Charlie equals sons. Jaren equals husband.
Yep.
Elle is a woman. I also have that one written down.
that must have been significant.
Because we were like, Elle is Elle a woman? Is Elle not?
Oh, okay.
Elle, we just knew that
I just
Elle
always
was
assumed
the
Elle
person.
was a woman.
So did I. But it was like confirmation Elle's a
Right,
woman.
okay.
I think
So
I was thinking the
this
letter L.
this discussion
Oh.
is happening while you're sort of heading north out of town
Yes.
to go and investigate where Vannon.
The crime scene.
Where Venom was
And the
accosted.
guards that he hired were missing, but no bodies were found. Like when
Yes.
he woke up.
Correct.
And so we're going to try and the guards
See if
came
they've
from
dragged
the
away.
sunken ship. That was where he hired them.
In
The place before this.
the next town.
And we
Yep.
did use a bunch of spells trying to cure her of her no speaking thing.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
right.
correct.
But we weren't rolling well. You were gonna try tomorrow pick up the was it remove curse?
Yeah.
And
L.
use that, I don't know.
Elves at the lily pad. Elle is the one at the lily pad, the open air theatre
But is
that floats around
technically,
is
yeah.
moored at different areas.
Yes.
And tread carefully with her.
But she sees people at the different place, but she's technically at the lily pad or something.
Yeah.
Elle lives at the lily pad but works out of the
Croydon is the other town.
Croydon's further up
Yes.
north.
Who's Wendy Wormsword, Thrax, Spackle,
Wendy
That
Wormsword,
big
Pete,
one
and
you made
Carmen.
up.
Yeah, one that
There
you
we go.
made up.
Guards. I was like, I remember making
Wendy
these
Worm-
names up. I don't know who it's for.
context?
Strike
So,
that from your brain. Wendy
she-
is nobody
She
at
works
this
out of
point.
the drowned depths
So
but
just-
reside at the lily pad. That's what we wrote about.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yep.
Thrax, Spackle, Dixie, and Carmen.
What?
Carmen.
That's right.
Why do I ever let you come up with
Oh,
names?
man. The PH.
That is what it is. Carmen. And we were just sat here going, Carmen.
Man,
Carmen. It feels real weird to say. Fem.
Anyway.
Straying dangerous. Straying dangerously close.
Stranging
words.
dangle. So, you head north. What hour are you heading out?
I think this is about Arvo.
It was like just
Oh
after
yeah, that's right. It was
We had
midday,
a
wasn't it?
meal.
Yeah.
We had just organised with the
With fire speaker or whatever to
The-
guard.
the tanner.
Oh yeah, we've done all that.
Yeah,
Wow.
we commissioned
We-
4 swamp shark cloaks, 1 studded serpent scale leather armor, and sold her one of the big sea serpent scales. And
This
I
was
still have the
Callie.
other one.
Callie, correct?
Salad, bruh.
Yes.
Callie the blacksmith in Gullview.
Beautiful. So you've got gear with a timer on it.
Yeah, like a week.
On the harder pieces. A couple days on
Judith, the leather
the
one.
studded leather. Yeah. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. So, heading north. That's a little bit morose. Heading north. Can I get you all? Varys, are you still wearing the likeness and makeup of Vannon?
Yep.
Okay. As you all are heading north, weaving your way through the town, you know, people are stopping for lunch and doing what they do.
We're kind of wedge formationing around Vannon.
Okay. Beautiful. Little triangle.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Who do it?
Power of friendship.
No, there's 4 of us.
And he's in the middle.
He's on the money tonight. There are 4
I
of
was like,
us.
but there's 4 of us. Why would we not just do a square around the outside? But because you're one of the 4.
Why would we not do a triangle?
You're one of the 4.
So heading north, you notice
You get one fast old Kincaid, a man who knows numbers and how to count them.
obviously the blue banger that he took is still working its way through. So, heading northward, it's about a K out of town from where you are. So you walk for a few minutes. As you get towards the north exit, you notice that there's actually quite a crowd of people beginning to build around the exit of the gate. You sort of see them all facing away from you, a little bit outside the gates, but you can hear like the murmur of chatter and you can see that there are a fair number of people.
It's a Mithril Vanguard again.
I will, as we're kind of approaching the crowd, I want to position myself at the tip of the wedge.
Okay, tip of the spear.
And I call out very loudly, "Move aside for the Alos's council."
Okay. So you call that out, and people are all sort of like, "Oh,
And
what's this?" Oh,
I'm getting rough. I'm pushing people. And,
okay, pushing
You're
through.
like in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
And the wedge follows. So you carve a nice path through the crowd, and you get to the front, and you're met with quite a sight of what everyone's sort of clustering for. A little bit off the road, there's a fairly large tree with some low branches, and there are 4 bodies hanging, cast around the armpits, because there is no head to hang from. The bodies... can I get a group perception check?
Are these his guards?
That's a natural
19.
You're just like playing the part, not really paying attention.
one.
What is it?
Kick a child out of the way.
You're like,
That is a
"Ugh,
thumping 8.
I've got dirt on my hands. Ugh."
There was one off.
8.
Right? 19.
19? Okay.
Varys and I are very obviously preoccupied with the crowd.
Yeah, move aside, please.
We're booting kitties out of the way.
Yes. Hey, watch it! He kicked me, Mum!
Ah, my boy!
Yeah, I pushed you out of the way. You didn't have to spit on me.
You can't hit that tower.
Please
Had
don't.
turtle spit.
We're about to find out.
So, fairly fresh bodies. Looking at the physicality, they're not adorned in armor, simple cloth, and they appear to have been brutalized.
Pizzles.
You can see fingers broken. You can see bruising showing in tears in the cloth. One of the middle ones, the leg is bent at a very strange angle. They've seen some punishment. It's what is beneath the tree that catches your real attention. You see a group of figures standing sort of not nonchalantly, but discussing in a small cluster amongst themselves. A small group of 5. Can I get an intelligence check from you all?
10.
12.
15.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to discern who these people are. 2 of them in particular stand out like a sore thumb. One the size of a small tree, one the size of a small man.
It's the marble,
It's the Marble Revengers!
Revengers.
The Marble Revengers are standing beneath the tree. So you can see, if you remember off the top of your head, Kuvaya's whitetail. She is armored up, a faceplate on. She still has the same breastplate as she wears in the True Hearts. You can see Sugo with a glowing crystalline girdle, like a belt around him, and a loincloth, and that's about all he wears. So he's not hard to... You're like, hold on.
Yeah, it was.
Who's that? Sugo. Oh, you mean his
hero name.
De Chonk.
Chonk.
You have Little Belcher fully suited in his...
Daddy.
Pewter Daddy.
The Pewter Daddy in his diminutive goblin form. There is a human man. They all have their identities covered.
Yeah.
His name is Hugh. No, this is Sergeant Falador, and the other a half elf, quite wiry, thin, with spiderwebbed embroidery, white hair.
Eagle nose.
This is Arachnid Kid.
That's right.
So, you see the group of them discussing.
I just go, my god, it's the Marble Revengers!
At that, they sort of turn. Whitetail sort of takes the helm and begins to address the crowd. The crowd immediately just not a sound. You can hear the wind softly blowing, but other than that, they have their full attention. Greetings, residents of Gullview. I am known as Whitetail, and we are the Marble Revengers. Let it be known that we stand on the side of good. We uphold what is right by the light of Tormund.
Do you mean Arachnid Kid? Because you said Whitetail addresses.
Whitetail addresses.
Whitetail, okay.
Right, Whitetail is Kavaya.
Right, okay, yeah, sorry.
Yep. And as soon as you hear her speak, you're like, yeah. Definitely. Yes. We uphold what is right by the light of Tormund, and what you see before you, confronting as it may be, is a declaration of justice. 3 days ago, the Alos's orchestrator and son, Vannon, was accosted on the road from Croden to Gullview. His guards were murdered wantonly, as was Vannon. Thankfully,
Wait, oh, right, yeah, he was murdered.
a passing stranger saved his life, and he stands with us again before us, right here. And the crowd sort of turns and looks at you. You've got a little security cordon around you.
I got better.
Thankfully, his life was saved, and he stands again today. The motivation of the assailants is still unknown. They would not give up their own, but the perpetrators, and she points to those hanging in the tree, have been punished and executed for their crimes. Now, fear not. If you do no wrong, you have nothing to fear from us. We are here to protect the innocent and punish the guilty. Please, as grisly as they may appear, leave their bodies as a reminder and a deterrent. A message for any others who would do such a thing. And the crowd sort of, excitedly starts chattering to each other. You can see that they have obviously done a number on these people. Not being able to see their face gives you pause in that you can't really tell what emotions are behind their words, as they are all masked and that sort of stuff. But otherwise, they've addressed the crowd and given an update on the situation, what's going on. What would you like to do?
Man, they look so cool.
As the crowd's chattering, man, they look so cool.
Maybe we should try to dress up a bit.
They-
I look at
We have
my...
a cool uniform.
We've got a cool out.
We've got shark heads coming.
They do look
We're
amazing.
gonna
Like,
be
they
street
look
sharks.
awesome.
I feel like we're going to be a little bit hodgepodge by comparison.
Yeah, we're gonna be like I'm still dripping a bit of bile and shark guts.
I've got
but-
it's gonna be like putting Iron Man next to just a dude wearing a shark outfit. wearing a guy just
Shark
wearing
Boy
a shark hat.
yeah, Iron Man next to Shark Boy.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying we won't look cool after a certain fashion. I'm just saying
Yeah.
Not as
We
cool
can have
as
names
I-
like
they've got a
Hammerhead.
certain aesthetic.
Wait, yeah, we can have
Nick.
our secret identities can be sharks.
Is it time for a
Oh my-
is it time for a corporate rebranding?
The Shark Boys.
This one sharks.
The Sharknado.
Someone from the crowd,
Sharknado.
an older man, sort of sounds a little frustrated in his tone, but calls out to them. Who gives you the right to, do that to someone? How do we know what you did is right?
They did take it a bit far, I reckon.
And the crowd sort of, ooh, yeah, whispers. Whitetail, not Gullview. Whitetail addresses. We have been empowered by the Alos. This falls in our jurisdiction, something that needed to be solved rather immediately.
It does seem a bit much. I mean,
Oh.
are they breaking all their limbs really necessary?
I don't think that Alice would have really approved of people being brutalized and hung under his permission.
The crowd
How do
sort
we
of,
know you're the
yeah.
real Marvel Revengers? You all hiding their faces.
We're literally Vannon's detail.
Vannon, are you doing anything to silence?
Take out your mask, you want to see your face!
The real Marvel Revengers would never do something like this.
Whitetail,
Isn't that right, Vernon?
Whitetail looks directly at Vannon.
I wonder if she can see through the disguise.
Well, I don't know. I think we rolled kind of well on it.
We
so-
rolled.
You rolled like 27, man.
Yeah.
so, like,
She's like, brother, back me up.
This is my sister, she's okay.
Roll a perception check.
18.
11.
9.
16.
Okay. Rikki, you at the front are the only one that hears this. You hear a slightly metallic augmented voice. You would assume comes from Pewter Daddy. You hear him sort of like lean up and whisper, but you manage to catch not Vannon. Like you get a snippet of the Pewter Daddy mentioning that to Whitetail.
Right, okay. So Belch has potentially seen through the disguise.
Or the person
During this,
disguised as Belch.
during this, sorry, Sugo Indeze, his like tiny mask,
Walking
really not masking him at all. The only half
It's like a
giant,
masquerade party.
yeah, pretty much for him. It's just like this, and it's like, gee, I wonder who that is.
So it really does look like him.
Sugo, yeah,
Yeah, I think these are the
from what you can tell.
I mean,
Oh wait, you actually think it's them?
are they wearing their Songstone uniforms?
Yeah.
Are they?
Absolutely.
That's going to be bloody
Like
hard to
you see them
replicate.
gleaming in the sunlight.
This is
You know,
actually-
now I
He's
think about it,
straight
it
up
probably
wearing-
is them.
He's wearing a one
Yeah.
of one Iron Man
Yeah,
suit.
absolutely.
also-
Would be hard to
Yeah, I was
replicate.
going to say, also, you know, we're thinking like, oh, wow, the real Marble Revengers would never do this. They're freaking headed up by Belch and the princess who
Belchbag-
connected us to Belch.
Keep in mind,
They're probably
Belchbag
not great
murdered
people.
a dude and his family because...
Because of gambling debts.
Yeah.
It just so happened he turned out to be a devil.
That's true.
But also,
Belch didn't know that.
what about Finnick and Minnick?
Yeah, Finnick, he killed.
That's true.
Yeah. They're just bad people.
You know, now the more I think about it, they're probably the real
Yeah.
Marble Revengers, and I retract my previous statement.
During this, Sugo's just sort of like batting at one, at one of the hanging bodies, just like
It's
It's like doing it so much one of them falls out of the tree. He's like, "Whoa."
It was not me.
yeah, he's
You just trying to hang it back up. He can't get one of the arms over.
oh no,
as Kabaya's
And he
like,
just leaves it
Please.
and tries
Just
to,
holding it.
Kind of bends it around.
tries to like.
I'm picturing while
Slide
Kavia's making this like speech, Sugo just like
saying, please.
in the background, like trying to tie it
disturb
back
the
up.
bodies.
yeah, you just see him holding it up there, just like
Yeah, nonchalantly leaning against the tree to hold it.
Just slowly pasting the body.
Just grinding it in.
But genuinely, not during the speech, but afterwards, you can see sort of just like his attention's just like.
I'll step sort of in between the Marble Revengers and the crowd sort of
Okay,
thing.
Corden, are you stepping with, or are you stepping out alone?
We'll step with him.
Yeah, we're his.
Where is
Wedge.
Where is, yeah.
Yeah, just
Wedge boys?
dressed
Wedge boys for life.
crowd.
Yeah.
Wedge.
So the crowd sort of
doing that.
the crowd sort of grumblings. Not everyone's 100% pleased, but second Vannon steps forward, and to any eyes
It's Van.
in the crowd, it looks identical.
Yeah.
As we're kind of turning, I just throw a wink at the Marble Revengers.
Hello,
Okay.
my citizens.
Make a sleight of hand. yeah,
Don't speak, no!
yeah, go for it.
Good
14
fromage,
slugs.
my
Okay.
good
Yeah, you just like
citizens.
yeah.
Hello, my citizens.
Good evening. Oh God!
It is me, Vannon.
Let him have his moment.
Sorry, sorry.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, hello, my citizens. I understand your concerns that this may have been a little extreme, but please believe that we have your best interests at heart.
Wedge.
That is all. Return to your homes.
All of us in the wedge are like,
Yeah, you're all facing
the bit where he's saying like,
you're all facing the Revengers, so you're facing away from the crowd, and you're all just standing like,
yeah, 100%.
what's so funny about biggest diggers? Okay, Kavaya, Whitetail. Thank you very much, Vannon. We did what we must. We investigated. We came to a conclusion. There was no time to
And you
waste.
broke their limbs. The
We-
natural steps in an investigation.
The crowd's sort of like, yeah, that's pretty excessive.
No, that's how it's done. Ask any good policeman.
all of the Marble Revengers just sort of like turn and look at you.
Hey guys.
Sugo, oh hello.
I just look at Sugo and I point to Belchbag at and go,
What? Are you speaking quiet?
Speak up, I can see you.
Stinky!
Me?
No! And I point to Belchbag.
Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Let's roll intelligence. Oh, not bad. Oh. He's like tapping his mask. That's all you get. From what you can tell, he cottoned on eventually.
Stinky man. Yeah.
I'll kind of step towards the crowd a bit.
Yep.
And I'll just say, you heard the prince. Back to your day jobs, and start like
Okay. Bit of muscle.
shooing people and.
Yep. The other Marble Revengers are sort of, yes, you may disperse. about your business. This is resolved, sort of, just sort of trying to tie a bow on it.
Pull out the bottle of vodka and say, "Put one back to their home, gets a bottle of vodka."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
One dude just left. He's like,
Knocks over a kid. Look out!
Well, he's going to be in his home. How's he going to get the vodka?
yeah.
Natural 20, baby.
Genuinely.
And just like a foot, right? Just like
No,
One of the
like
sailors.
a reverse mosh pit.
Yeah, one of the sailors just like knocking people over immediately runs backwards. He's just like, and the others are just sort of like, okay, as they
Second one
Sort of
gets
head
Jared.
and within a minute or so, the crowd disperses and it's you and the Revengers left.
I just think goodbye. Don't you think this is a little bit too far?
If your brother was killed, what would you do?
You've brutally beaten them, murdered them, and strung them up outside of town for the common folk to see.
Yeah,
And used your father's name.
absolutely.
And sorry, I had a quick question. I was a little confused. Are these his guards that let him down, or are they the perpetrators?
The perpetrator.
Is this to DM or to?
Whitetail.
Okay. Oh, these are the perpetrators. We found them in Croden.
I'm sorry, these were the purple.
Perpetrators.
Are you speaking like you now?
Apologies, sister. I think you are against some weight. I cannot hear you around your jowls.
The purple glitter.
You can
And inside?
you can drop the guys. I know it's not. But yes, inside. Okay.
But how? I mean, how can you be sure? Like,
Why do you think we pulled their fingernails off and broke their legs? We questioned them.
Little fingernails. Have
Well-
the whole-
Well, scientifically proven that people being tortured
Yeah.
give you the information that you want, mate.
Well, that's good. I'm glad we found who did this.
no more meaning
No,
than
no,
tell you what you want to
What
hear.
you want to hear, not what the
They'll tell
truth
you what
is.
you want to hear, not necessarily the actual information you are looking for.
They'll tell you what you want to
Information that you
hear.
want. Excellent. Yes, that's why we tortured.
That's why we did it, yeah. Yep, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Once Sugo,
with the car battery.
once Belchbag get started, I defy you to stop them.
Oh, you're going to make me angry.
You mean?
I'm just thinking. What do you mean, mate?
Yes,
Great.
and the chunk.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
great.
guy.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's me, the chunk.
Saying I'm stick with
If you turned my color, you would.
Yes.
touche.
Sister, what tipped you off that these four were responsible in the first place?
We had been looking into criminal activities in Croden. When we got news, we asked around. We can be very persuasive without people realizing the.
Who are they?
Oh, they were members of the Brotherhood of Mar.
Yes, that's where our investigation was leading us.
But
as
just
well.
in a less fingernail pull.
Yeah. See, we discovered that information without having to pull anyone's fingernails.
Well, we
They'd just
found
been
them.
tried before a group of their peers,
They were.
Down last night as well.
They were tried in front of their peers.
and we're getting shark.
Were they tried in front of their peers, or were they just strung up like
What do you mean, you guys
livestock?
as their peers?
We are their peers. We are empowered by the Alos.
Just ask what you did with all of their heads.
They were burnt.
It's awfully strange.
Belchbag is. They were delicious. Through his little
Nice.
grill. He is.
Weird.
Sometimes I worry about his intentions, but
Unfortunately,
Whatever
though,
makes you do that.
just
What gives
just
that away?
the
Exactly.
blank mask looks at you, looks back.
Does Belch have like frowny metal eyebrows on the outside?
Is it like Mr. Potato Head where he swaps?
Just like like they just rotate around.
Now you can see that the crowd is dissipating. He's sort of little Belchy with his big hooked nose, his tiny little white goatee, and his slobbery sort of mouth. Hi. I bet you didn't know it was me.
I am very surprised. I really thought that a Northrop Grumman arsenal had just started walking around.
So what's going on over here? How come you've dressed like Venom?
We were hoping to bait another attack from,
Ah.
well, presumably, these people.
Well,
So you have saved us a trouble.
We've got a
They,
question for you as well, mate.
me?
Yeah.
Why?
Why'd you leave him on red?
I don't know what that means.
I'm very sorry about a few days ago. We went to a concert. We had a bit too much tea.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I messaged him like 4 times.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This was last night.
It's been a long night.
Can I see your pupils? Come here. It's just sort of like, oh.
It's all people.
The others are sort of like, what do you see?
Rikki's finding to sit trying
Oh,
to
we
get
asked him about
Iris.
L.
Yeah, we asked him about L. But also, just back to this investigation really quick.
Yes.
Not to say I don't believe you, but burning their heads sort of...
Well, we charred them lightly. They
Yeah.
were...
lightly charred and seasoned their heads. But it sort of stops us verifying the information that you got out of them through torture.
Probably could have
Okay.
cross-referenced with Bannon.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know we were being cross-examined by anyone else.
Well, yeah, just because Alf also kind of sent us on this little investigation.
Oh, did he?
Information
Yeah. Oh.
by torture not being super reliable. And now we can't sort of... Because if, you know, when you have the car battery on your nipples, you just sort of say whatever you think will get it off your nipples.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really so much what you actually know.
You see, when you find the bodies of Vannon's guards, his clothing, it's kind of hard to refute.
So you found them with physical evidence in their homes?
After we'd pulled some fingernails and broken legs. Sugo's great at that.
I can imagine. Surely the trick is him not breaking them.
Oh, it's hard. And the others are just sort of standing there. The arachnid kid has a long white braid. Getting a bit closer, can I get perception checks?
12. That's a thumping 5.
Wow, terrible.
We don't really care about the kid.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Cool.
I prefer the old arachnid kid anyway.
Yeah. Is the investigative of Needlebark Goods and Services swamp sharks?
And the one with the braid sort of, we're not all brutes. We did properly question them if you're concerned about our
Before or
methods.
after the fingernail pull?
Yeah.
Both and during.
And do you have a proper chain of evidence for the stuff you found in their homes that just...
Yes, we actually turned over the bodies to one of the wandering members of the Crystal Scribes. They took the bodies, recorded the names. They have been recorded.
And which member was that?
Oh, generated name? His name was Kane.
Do you know Kane?
Yes.
Is he legit?
I'm surprised he's still a member. He failed the entrance exam 17 times. I just sort of kept him on as like a doorkeeper out of pity. I'm amazed he was made a full member.
This is, in your mind, you're like, oh, that's probably why he was sent out. It's just like, go away.
Yeah, go help people on the road.
Now we have a special mission for you.
Go
Find
to
a
Croydon.
left-handed hammer and some tartan paint.
Yes.
Hey, had the bodies of the guards been tampered with in any way?
Oh, the guards.
The bodies, it was awfully strange to
They had
kill
been.
the guards on the road and then steal the bodies.
Well, I assume they were covering tracks.
But why would
not
they
sure.
leave Bannon
Yeah, why not
there?
steal Bannon?
Well, he was dead. I'm
Would they have not
assuming
been dead as well when...
there were 4 of them, 4 guards.
But they
It
would
is
have...
very strange to
It
leave
is.
Valen's corpse on the road
Very
and
much.
hide the guards. Like it makes a little sense. I mean, to leave my corpse in the road.
Do you know why they... I mean...
So we confirm that Ed was a Brotherhood of Light.
No.
They said it. They said it was. But
Who?
Ed.
the... Oh no, the pewter.
No, Ed has... We haven't had any connection
Okay,
with...
because he said something about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
was Ed a Brotherhood of Light? No, okay.
No, Ed was just
No,
the
L
weird
was.
guy that said
Yeah.
that we were like...
L.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. L, yeah. L and Ed.
L was Brotherhood.
Yeah. It's just kind of baffles me that you had to go through this. Like, do you not... I mean, even Thruden has access to Zone of Truth.
Yes, we
And
use
speak
this.
with the
They do not have to be able to answer. They are not inclined to answer if they don't want to.
Yeah, but
Well, that's when you start beating
that
them up to
building
get the
rapport.
info.
Oh, we did. What do you
With
think
the zone
we're?
of truth on?
Yes. What? We are being as thorough as we can. We're not just wantonly murdering. This was in.
No, it's murder with a purpose.
Well, yes.
And I have a
Suppose-
question.
I want to
suppose-
picture that Kincaid's also munching on something whilst he's like, yes, murder with a purpose.
Did you have any
Absolutely
evidence
he
that
is.
the Brotherhood of Ma contracted them for the job?
That
Or was this a surprise, opportunistic assault on one of the most powerful members in the realm
it
by
strikes.
a bunch of fucking nobodies?
It strikes me as something opportunistic. They seemed ill prepared for.
It strikes
Dealing.
you at that, but did you confirm whether it was or not?
Well, no, we didn't. That's what I said to
Well,
the crowd.
we can't. Do you have their skulls? We can't sort of speak with the dead now.
Well, the problem with that is when you speak with the dead are under no obligation to answer you, and people whose last memories are having their fingernails ripped out, sort of holding grudge like that.
Would it be nice to, get their motives out?
Oh, thank you. Yes, we were unaware that we needed a motive.
Well, clearly.
We did not need your approval. The others gave it to us. I don't need to listen to you.
Did he really approve of you to be hanging people outside his towns and
Yes,
be like, hey,
they
this is a
murdered
message from the owl?
His son. Yes, absolutely.
But you're aware that he's alive.
Who?
Well, I
That-
am now.
Well,
got better.
yes. We contacted.
Yeah, remember-
So did they
remember-
really murder him?
Didn't
Well,
They-
I mean,
I
yes.
They
sent
attempted.
someone-
Al sending us and was like, Vannon's been hurt, can you go to...
Yeah, but didn't I sending someone and was like Kavaya, and they were like, "Oh, we're sending Kavaya."
Yeah,
Yeah, that
something-
sounds right.
yeah,
Did
we
that
should
happen?
We
went
knew
to the others.
Kavaya was on the way to meet
Right.
up with Vannon.
I don't think it definitely
Alf
occurred
say
to me
Kavai's
that
on the way?
like it
Yeah,
was the
that's
whole
right.
Marvel
Mm.
Revengers. I thought
Yeah,
it was just Kavaya.
What's a Marvel Revenger? Do you mean Marvel?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I believe you mean Marvel.
Marvel Revengers.
I know it seems gratuitous, but
Yes.
we did what we needed. We got answers. This is what we were doing last night. What were you doing?
We were protecting.
It's just like
Vannon.
flashbacks to like Ozzy Osbourne.
Flashbacks to no. So if we put this right down his throat, he's unconscious already.
Yeah. Cut to force feeding an unconscious man drugs.
Yeah. Flashback to, could you, if we pay you extra, can you pretend it's illegal? See, it's more fun. I told you.
Have you guys heard of butt chugging?
Hawking Brucey Bruceborn tickets out the front. 3 gold.
No, do go.
To them just like ripping out fingernails and sending back to us like, yeah, buddy, get 4 glasses.
You know what? Our investigation also led us here, and we had more fun, and we didn't have to pull out anyone's fingernails. So I think we're winning.
All we had to do was drug someone.
Yes, us.
Yeah.
And also, kill Burns.
A 5th party.
Either way, I care not if you approve of our methods. We got the job done.
I feel like there's
Yes.
still a bunch of unanswered questions. How are you going to follow those up?
I don't need to answer any further questions.
But what if someone else is
I
out
tire
to kill
of
your
you.
family?
So, what would you do if you...
I put one of my cousins on the door of your brother's room.
Is he in town still?
Yeah, he's staying at the dive bar, room
Okay.
5B, whatever it
I'm
was.
really into painting.
Yeah. Try the lobster.
Oh yeah.
If they've got
if they've managed to rebuild
it.
That would be a good thing.
But
It's
yeah,
delicious. Cannot highly recommend it.
his name?
Sugo sort of...
Fire spear.
What is lobster?
Sugo
Like a
going for
big
it.
crab that's red.
Oh,
And it's got snappy claws.
crunchy?
Like clicky and clacky.
Oh. Belchi! You have not made me this before? Belchi sort of... No, Sugo, I have made you lobster.
It's pretty good.
They say it's good. Please? All right. I'll see what I can do. The others... sorry, who are these people? Whitetail?
Needlebark Goods and Services.
Needlebark Goods and Services.
Surely pamphlet explosion.
Yeah.
I imagine it's almost like voice coded of like, who are you?
Confetti.
Confetti that spells Needlebark Goods and Services across their face.
The
It's like a gender reveal every single time. Someone asks us who we are.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
Well, like, no, I'm imagining like us sneaking. What was it? There was one where I think you got caught and we're being questioned. It's like, who are you people? From the next room.
Yeah, off screen.
What are you doing? It's all the time.
So Sergeant Falador, the human, sort of like leaning on his sword pommel. He sort of, and forgive me. Why are you reporting to them? Just, well, they are involved. They are the next coterie.
Yeah.
So
We've met gods.
And if I become the coterie member of Justice Oversights, we'll be speaking again, Sergeant Falador.
he's just sort of. I mean, we're following orders. What do you want me to
More
do?
like Lieutenant Falador.
Do you know who else followed
I
orders?
think that's a promotion.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that's a promotion.
It's just like, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are they permitted to do promotions?
Does that come with a pay rise?
You say you're following orders. You know who else followed orders? Shothrugot's army.
Oh yes, that's who we are. Yeah. The arachnid kid's just sort of like, I'm bored of this. I'm hungry. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, go see Bannon. Fire Spear is the guy on the door.
Thank you very much, and thank you for putting guards and keeping this visage up. It's very good. I didn't actually notice, and it was. Belchy's like, saw right through it.
Can't put anything past you, can we, Belchy?
And he just like, it's just the most menacing resting face, just like, licks his lips, pulls at his little goatee.
We didn't happen to have like a culinary anything to offer Bilchi, did we?
If only I hadn't sold that delicious deer jerky. Good quality deer jerky. 2 enormous rolls of it.
So they walk back to town, walking past the bodies left hanging against the tree. Hear the ropes creaking.
Should we find out who's the better team and challenge them to a game of British Bulldogs?
You want a physical contest against Sugo?
I'll take Belch.
The guy in the Iron Man robot.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
I'll take the kid. He turned into a giant spider.
Yeah, probably. Or it's actually just Spider-Man.
Yeah. They've all
Everybody gets one. So, what would you like to do?
Me with Whitetail or Sergeant Falador?
Yeah, what is like? Does he have a weapon at his hip or anything?
Yep.
Or?
2 swords at his side. So,
Is one red, is one blue?
no.
The third one's white.
Yeah. His pants are white.
Fuck yeah.
But yes, they're all dressed like to the nines, impeccable.
Alright, well, after they go, and do we want to
Yeah.
say anything?
They sort of
Yeah, they're
not waiting around. They've
Yeah,
had enough
yeah.
talk.
Cool. Well, we could sort of head up the road a little bit, still try and find the ambush site and investigate
Yeah.
that a tiny bit, see if we
Yeah.
can find anything.
We did just kind of semi-piss off the...
Let's
few
have a
boys.
look, just because
Just
who
see if
knows
we can
what
find
was-
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did just kind of walk up and sass the marble revenge.
What is this wee business?
Don't drag me into your shit.
Vannon was not involved in this.
All I did was call Kavaya fat.
I'm so sorry.
I can't hear you over your jowls. I believe it's what you said.
Yeah.
Some might call that sass.
She didn't seem to respond. But yeah.
I suppose, you know, sisters, they're kind of used to you insult them, you throw
Jibes.
poo, you insult them, you turn into a monkey and throw poo at them. It's just all part of the
What you
brother
do.
sister.
But he's got a not actually her brother, which is
Oh yeah, that's right.
She did know, maybe, but oh well. But yeah.
Hard to tell with masks on whether or not they notice.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone wanted to do like a... Yeah.
He already
He's
has
got a
glass
mask.
with hearing glass.
Yeah.
Why didn't
Do
you
you
get a
think
match?
that-
Doesn't matter,
but
but
I suppose the only thing is, I still think if I was looking at you with a mask, I don't think I would confuse you for one of the other three of us.
I don't think that's less of the point. More of the point is they have masks and cool nicknames, so that they can take them off and live a normal life.
But you're the Red Rooster.
Yeah, but I think our charm comes from who we are. We really connect with the people.
No, I'm with you.
We have real names. We
Yeah,
connect with the people.
real stories,
We're humanized.
and we earn real wages because of that.
The people's heroes.
As we're standing around just talking to ourselves
Yeah, as
Yeah, we're
like,
the
in front of the
no,
corpses.
yeah, you're like nonchalantly like playing with the shoelace. You're like, damn it.
Yeah, we're the good guy. Child lips parts.
We're the,
Hell away.
What are you still doing? You're back for seconds.
Breaks the other one.
So, what would we like to do?
I think we should just go investigate.
yeah,
the...
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're already on our
Unless
way.
we wanted
Take
to look
a-
at the bodies.
Take a cursory glance.
Yeah,
Other
let's
than
look at
that,
the
I
bodies.
don't know. Like,
Let's look
Yeah.
at the bodies on the way back. Maybe we'll take the
Nah,
bodies
in
with
case
us.
someone takes them down and like, yeah, let's do
yeah,
it now.
like if you wanted to have a quick go over kind of thing.
Yep.
Like, for whatever reason. Can I flick out me spectacles?
Yep.
Ugh, that's a 1 and a 9.
So you would have to climb the tree, cut
I'll
them down.
just
Oh,
take
yeah.
down.
Because Sugo's obviously the one that's
Yeah,
just...
yeah.
I'll take down like all the bodies.
Okay. Make an athletics
Take
check
them
for
down.
climbing the tree.
Didn't I say not to take them down for them?
Will.
We'll put them back up.
17.
Okay, easy. Easy enough. You sort of just like...
If they take exception to it, I'm absolutely throwing you under the bus. Just putting it out there.
You see through it and just like... Huh!
I don't want Pouchback to make me into a soup. That little man scares me.
Is anyone catching them or just letting them drop?
I'm not trying to catch a full body.
He shuffles along.
What's it gonna get damaged?
Oh no, its leg's broken.
Oh no, he got hurt.
Yeah, they drop and you hit.
I think he's still. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
I don't think that's good for him. It shouldn't sound like that.
They all drop to the floor.
Boy, if he had a mouth, I'm sure he'd scream.
So,
11.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start going through pockets looking for tattoos or marks or
Yep.
they all had a stamp from the nightclub they went to or that sort of thing.
Yep. Investigation.
15.
Nice. So you're doing more of a medicine, or what are you trying to discern?
Yeah, going over them with the and yeah, just kind of looking for anything. I guess that would be, I don't know, unusual or of note or just whatever sort of thing, like tattoos or anything in the pockets or.
Yep.
Similar vibes, yeah.
Cool.
We can all do one
I'll
body
have a
each if
medicine.
we're doing the same thing.
Medicine.
I'll
Cool.
medicine them.
More like investigation.
Yep. We'll make it a group check then. Yep.
18. I didn't get anything extra on invest.
29.
22.
Can he Beshalovsky me as well?
I think I can only do one, because it's concentration.
So
And a cantrip.
you're sort of just perusal, going over them, having a look. The only thing that stands out is a small mark on the back of their thigh.
Is it a family crest?
No. It is a sort of like a bladed or barbed plant grown into a circle.
Like a wreath, sort of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They are crudely done.
Yeah, right.
Maybe branding, maybe poor tattooing, whatever it is.
Prison job.
Guys, I just had a great idea. Company tattoos.
Oh.
No, just fuck. Fuck.
I mean,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Let me introduce you to the dogs.
You got 2 seconds to start talking, buddy, or these dogs are gonna start barking.
couldn't Rikki just like shave it in?
Yeah. You do a different way. It's like the people who shave like the scar in the thing. It's just in your knuckles though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's what you find. Medicine-wise,
22.
pretty much checks out. There's some additional breakage in the legs that wasn't there before
From the tree.
from the tree fall, but other than that, kind of checks out. All done post-mortem.
My professional diagnosis is I don't think they're going to make it.
Pre, whatever it is, pre. So yes, all of the injuries were sustained while they were
How
alive.
does it look like their heads were removed?
Pretty clean, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, really.
Well, they had a rough time of it. Do you think it's worth looking for their heads and trying to have a chat? We'd be like, hey,
It sounds like their heads got eaten.
we're looking. I don't think he would have eaten the skull.
I don't think he would have eaten them either.
I wouldn't put
Well,
anything
yeah, not
past
in the
Belch
skull, but
Bear.
like if they're
That's true.
charred and burned the heads, the skulls might be at the bottom of a fire pit, and you need an intact jaw.
Doesn't need to be super intact. I think it just has to hang.
Could have also
Yeah,
made
but-
bone broth with it.
Also, it's a bit of a
skulls.
moot point because I didn't prepare it today. So it's at the moral
We can always take
Hermes
their skulls.
up and to just do a big circle and look for like a former campsite.
Okay.
Like, does it look like there's a campsite anywhere nearby where Belch has cooked these heads?
Yeah, could we
Okay.
do some tracking?
Campsites. This close to town, you wouldn't find any. You would need to go further away if there were to be, because you don't know where the attack happened.
Is there like?
Do we see like a 5-person footprint trail sort of heading?
Is there a trail from where these bodies are?
On this road between Croydon and
Oh, well travelled.
yeah, very well travelled.
Footprints
Maybe
and
if we
levels.
keep going and keep an eye out for like
Giant puddles of blood, because if they weren't tortured here, then
Yeah.
you tortured, decapitated them somewhere else, then dragged the bodies all the way here.
Well, they said they
So
found him in
there's-
Croydon. So
Yeah.
Maybe we continue along, look for the ambush site, and
Yeah.
go into Croydon
yeah, let's go
and
from there.
Yeah.
poke around Croydon for a
Go.
bit.
Well, Croydon's like half a day.
Yeah. Well, we need to keep
Something
moving
like that.
anyway.
Yeah. Do we have our horse and cart? Oh, we'll go back to the stables.
Well,
and
yeah,
grab
we'll
it.
go back. We'll just go check out the ambush site.
Yeah.
So we'll go to
Right.
the ambush site then.
Yeah, we'll double back quickly to the stables, grab our horses and cart, and then go to the ambush site.
Yeah, cool.
So we can continue straight on
yeah,
to Croydon.
carry on.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just wondering if honestly,
Unless we want to do whatever,
not-
investigate L and then take a long rest because you guys have burnt all your spells.
Yeah.
only my third level. I still have first and second.
I've burnt a lot of mine.
I was just wondering also, not that there aren't still unanswered questions here with this investigation, but given the pressing nature of the matter at Bleaknest, and they sort of seem to be more or less handled, like, no, they're not going to be attacking anybody else soon.
What is?
Do we just sort of put a pin in a couple of loose ends for this matter, mark it off as mostly done and go to Bleaknest? Just, that's Elf seems pretty keen for us to
Yeah.
do that, and we've not even started.
I suppose the other thing we're putting a pin in then is your family's investigation, and L and the Brotherhood of Ma.
Whilst we're here, maybe we can just ask a few questions, and then if we get what we get it. If we don't, we can just.
I suppose
to
we're
Blakeness.
going to Croydon either way. We see what we find out, and then we can make the call then on whether we think it's going to take too much time digging into this. Or
Well, do you want to spend the rest of the day here and try and meet with this L while we're in Gullview, or do you want to leave it?
before you go on to Croydon? Do we know, would it be hard to meet with Elle? Is it like you have to make an appointment thing?
Well, you've been given some information about where the lilypad is,
Yeah,
or what it is.
currently
And
is,
I went
yeah.
to the first place, but it was closed. The,
Yeah, you sussed it out.
But it's like afternoon now, so...
the bruised
Yeah.
boulder.
Is
whatever it's
it, yeah, maybe given that...
called. Drowned
Especially
out.
given that when it's like we
Yeah.
may or may not come back to Gullview, do we go and ask some questions of Elle?
I think so. Like,
That's
if,
because we're just trying to
I
find
hadn't
out
thought of that.
why the job against your family was made. Right?
we can, if we can't type
Well,
that loose, then
who commissioned it? Yeah.
whilst we're here, we can
We
just have a
walk
chat to El.
Yeah.
If we get info, we get info. If we don't, we
And
don't.
then-
Either way, we're
yeah.
heading to Bleak's next after.
We're heading to Bleak's Nest. We're leaving tonight. Sleeping on the road. Let's book that in, no matter what we discover.
Yeah.
So,
Somewhere off in the Shara, Alf's just like,
I feel as if a great weight lifted
Yeah.
from my shoulders.
yeah. So that's what you want to do. You want to
Or did we want to rest here and then leave early morning tomorrow?
I think unless... I just think we really need to get cracking on this bleakness
Yeah.
thing. So just because we've left it for ages.
yeah, and it's
Like-
the longer we leave it.
He was like, this is urgent,
Yeah.
critical to the entire nation. And we're like, how the...
go?
yeah, if
And
not
we haven't
more.
even started it. We've done literally
I'll say-
no progress.
We spent a whole week protecting your family's eggs. Like that's been like at least 2 weeks.
Then we spent another couple
Yeah.
of days going in and out. Like, you did the plant growth thing.
Yeah.
That was like a
And
full
then
day.
we went
Then we spent like
underground.
2 days going down into the tunnels and fighting the golem. So it's been like a week and a half.
Yeah,
I'll put it out there. It hasn't been a short time
yeah,
since the LS to be asked you to do something.
I'm sure it's fine.
yeah.
That's totally
It's
fine.
not like it could be impending war or anything.
He doesn't want his coterie to just be a bunch of yes men.
Alright, so we head to the lilypad.
Maybe they were yes meant to him, probably.
I love Kincaid's interactions more if he's just munching.
Yeah.
It feels really very like fitting. You're like, I think that
Just
the one
picking
goes
from
with the
some
yes man.
scrog, getting the scrogging out, just like,
All right, so let's
I'm picturing like dried fish, honestly.
oh yeah.
head back into town and try and meet with Elle.
Yeah.
Are we meeting with her at the place she does business or at the Lily
Let's
Pad?
head to the lily pad first, I reckon.
Okay. You don't know where it is, so you need to ask around. You sort of put the feelers out.
Excuse me, small boy.
Yep, you split up.
And I'll kick
Yes,
you
then
again.
I'll do it.
You see him like a little bit of snot coming out of the nose, looks up at you, and you're just like this towering vision of death. He's just like,
Small man.
oh,
Can you direct me to the theater? Come back here. I said,
are you letting him run?
but no. Hey, how about you calm down? What does it take to calm you down? Chill out, man.
Small stain appears around his crotchal ridge, and you're like, ew, ew.
Hey, it's leaking. What are you doing?
The crowd's like,
The child has sprung a... Whose child is this?
put that boy down.
You put him down. There's nothing wrong with him.
He's in your hands.
Put
him on the ground.
Already on the ground.
Why are you touching this child?
I wanted him to tell me where the theater
As
was.
soon as he gets on the ground, he's like,
I wanted to know where the theater was.
ask an adult. He's like
right
6.
there. He was right there.
He was closer.
The rest of you are just like,
Alright, then where is the theater?
what's the what? I can't.
Theater. Lilypad.
The lily pad.
See the theater.
It's not in the port. It should be around the eastern side. I think they have a show on tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Perfect. Eastern side. Shall we go post haste?
Yeah, pretty much.
No more trouble with the children, please.
Not unless they give me trouble first. Then I will travel back. Wedge.
Oh yeah, we're still traveling in wedge formation. Are you still the point of the spear?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Keep it up the van in disguise while it's so good.
It'd be effort to take it off.
It
Yeah.
would. It would be a lot of effort.
Well, guess I'm Vannon now.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yep, you're wearing his cloak. You
Yeah.
look
Walk into
like
places,
him.
put it
Got
on
the
like
accent
that.
down pat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Nailed it. So you head over to the eastern side, sort of pass through the docks as always. Busy, very busy in there, and head out to the east side. There's a pontoon bridge out to this large theatre floating on other devices, but it's pretty big, fairly robust brick building. And looks to be stepped, so two tiers, 2-story. Yeah, What would you like to do?
They got a reception, or like a, what do you call it? Some dude at the front.
Yep. Yeah, so you can see like
Yeah, doorman.
upcoming show sort of thing, and head down the pontoon with it
Any
bobbing.
names pop up out on the shoulder?
Make a I don't know. What would it be?
Athletics.
No. make a history check.
7.
15.
6. Also 7.
Okay. No, not really any that you've heard of. Not that you're into theatre. You on a 6,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, these are all hack names.
Is there a name that I think I could pull off if the need arised?
Pull off in what way?
Like
I'm
I could-
Gregory
yeah,
Benson.
I'm the Red Rooster.
To okay.
imitate.
Olive.
Olive.
Just goes by Olive. One name.
Like shit.
Exactly.
Again.
You guys gotta
Yeah,
stop syncing up.
What happened? I can't remember what we said last week.
I don't know, but it was like 5 words exactly the same.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
It was like the same tone and like inflection as well. It was creepy.
So the gulls. Wait, you in Gullview? Yeah. Gulls overhead. Sorry. You can always hear them when you're near the water. You can hear them ing for fish.
Nice.
It looks like the. Oh damn it! What did I call it? The
Lilypad?
no the other
Drunken
one.
anchor.
The sard, the fish market.
Sardine.
Looks like that sort of disperses by about midday, as you don't want fresh fish sitting in the sun.
Stank fish.
But yeah, Lilypad looks like a fairly solid venue. Head down and wrap on the. Oh, just walking through into the foyer.
All off belongs here. All
We'll
leave.
try the Vannon thing first because he's already got the disguise.
Okay, so are
but-
we walking in wedge?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
And then to the front desk.
All right. You meet a youngish human man, maybe in his 20s somewhere. He's got sort of red hair, slicked back, fairly sharply dressed. Good afternoon.
Hello, young man.
G'day, Ranger. How we doing?
Whoa. Hi. I'm good.
Do you know who I
Sorry.
am?
Not a clue.
I am the son of the Alos. My name is Venom. I am here to see El.
Make a deception check.
Oh, that's right. Luck.
Yeah, because you got it from something.
Something.
Broget.
Thing and
Broget jar.
stuff.
Are you using a Broget charge?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Yep.
It's like midway. I'm the son of the else.
Where's my deception?
Liquid
17.
Okay.
Nice.
That's better than what it would have
The
been.
4.
That is much better than a 4.
Sort of looks around. Any business with Elle is you meant to come around the side door, not the front, please.
Very well.
Sort of points and around that side, and so you all
Yep.
round to the door. There is a closed door.
Has it got like a slit or anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
No handle or anything, but
Yeah.
it does have a slit.
Shaving a haircut.
Look at Rikki to knock on the door. I'm using my noble hands for this.
Nice. Bang, bang.
You know who I am?
Vadden, the kind of guy who you get into an argument like, do you know who I am, bro?
Bro?
Hey, look. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
I might. What's your business?
We're here to see El.
And you're standing there. You hear the water like lapping around the bases of these. You hear sailors calling.
Unless you want a new door.
I could retire here.
Pretty nice.
It's nice.
I'm hungry.
I just stab into the water. Do I get a fish?
Oh, you can't reach the water like it's floating
What
above.
about
lie
if
down
you
and-
use the 5 foot of rope?
Javelin and 5 foot of rope.
Yeah.
You're using that mythical weapon on
I've
fishing.
got some fish.
Dried fish.
No, the one fish that I lured off earlier that wouldn't tell me anything, so I just ate it.
So you're all sort of standing in the sun. Like, it's kind of hot. Start to perspire a little.
I sprinkle some bread into the water to try and get the fish to come up.
Yep.
And then I stab my javelin at them.
Yeah!
Do you want me to
No
go
luck.
in and have a look?
What? No, give it a minute.
Do you mean the water? Or
It takes probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
It's an impromptu meeting.
Long hallways.
Just a redhead.
What'd they say?
Is Vannon a redhead?
No.
Just
Only the red rooster.
I'm just a guard, sir.
You've been requested.
What the
Either
my
you or
request?
no one. No. Your request was denied.
Wait, sorry, was L E-L or the letter L?
You don't know. Hasn't been spelled to you.
Do you
Hey,
know
how
whose
do you
name starts
spell
with an L?
Who?
How do you spell
Lydia.
those, man?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Just
my
spell
God.
it.
Could you imagine?
It's L Lydia.
Is it? We'll see.
Okay, boss man.
Okay. Rest of you, step away, please.
Harm him
What out
and
here?
Have you got a
him,
fishing
and
rod?
Not only will we burn the building to the ground, but we will kill everybody we've ever known.
Is there a waiting room they
Right.
can sit in?
No.
Can they go back to the front entrance?
Sure.
Okay, there you go. You can go back inside, catch a show.
What's
Yeah.
playing?
Go have a look at the sign.
I
Close.
want you to tell me.
He closes the slide.
I don't
And,
like him. I don't like him at all.
and opens the door outward to allow enough room for you. Just sort of like, he's obviously muscle, you know. You can see his sleeves are ripped off and he's pretty built. Maybe
What happened
not
to
the
your
brightest.
shirt? Do you only get sunburned on your torso?
He's like big sailor tattoos. What are you saying?
It's a dumb shirt.
Inside.
I'm like, what are you showing off, mate?
He looks at you. Make an intimidation check.
With advantage?
No.
19 plus 7, so
Jeez.
26.
I mean, look at that face.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like one cloudy eye, scarred to buggery,
And it's-
ripped beyond belief, and he's just you see him inside, please.
Then what about us?
He'll be back soon.
That's
Closes,
meant to go over a shirt. You know
closes the
that.
door. Sounds like a fairly solid sort of.
Rethink your
sorta-
fashion
For us
choices.
to get moving around a corner or something like that, and then kick out. You saw down the hallway, right?
What?
You saw down the hallway, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You can cast that hearing thing, right?
Oh, wild shape.
I would think I'd just be a spider.
Spider under the door.
Yeah, it was
A fly
out
on
of
the
the horn,
wall.
like up to you. Did it look like there was, like a little gap under the door for a spider?
This, not from this entrance, no. This is a very secure door.
What about through like the little slidey hole?
If it was open,
But if you can like sort of get in the little gap.
well, they're designed not to let anything through, so I would say no.
As well, yeah, just metal on a rail. It's just like
Yeah.
flat.
But
But
spiders get in all sorts of weird places.
Spiders can get through like a
Doesn't mean you
0.01
can't get
millimeter
in,
gap.
but this door, you wouldn't really squeeze anywhere. Very, very firmly locked.
we don't have meshes.
So like a crack on the roof, maybe they can get through the wood.
I've got one sending.
Yeah.
So, Rikki, I'll get you to leave the room, please.
Me leave.
Yeah.
Boy,
Get in.
Rikki. Off I go.
And when this lot come out, you will come back in.
Have that new character ready when you get back.
So,
All right.
what are we doing?
I don't actually have clairvoyance prepared. As I was just looking, I was like, hang on. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's. I don't know if we've got anything other than that.
Well, the plan B is break the door down.
I don't think he'll be in danger.
No, but I want to know what's happening.
I want to know what's happening. Break the door down. Use your face if you must.
Yes.
Perhaps an air vent or something on the roof. Why am I still doing that?
I mean, you're a method actor.
Keep it up. You got to say
No,
it.
I think it's great. Keep going.
Okay, very well. But,
Oh no, great idea.
They need air, right?
They do. Dwarves breathe. I've seen him do it. So I do it.
What if you?
I am a doctor.
I am doctor, and they probably have lungs
Okay.
or some sort of air gill.
Gill or rock breathing apparatus.
In my medical opinion, they probably need air.
I like
So-
this plan.
Maybe if you go up on the roof, see if there's a crack or a vent or something you can spider into.
Perfect.
Yeah. You do that.
Is
and we'll-
is Hermes still out?
Yeah, I've got him.
Maybe
Can
get Hermes
can
to-
Hermes take me up there?
Yeah, sure.
The seagulls
Jump
are
on.
very scary when you're a spider.
And you're just like,
He's putting on under his chin or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hermes
Okay.
take him up to the roof and then
Beauty.
look around for anything that looks like a chimney or a this or a that.
Yeah.
Or
while
Yeah,
you're
drop
doing
me
this,
on
what
it,
what are you two doing? You're
Um,
standing around the side of the building,
Well,
just sort of
yeah.
like,
After that, I'd say we should probably go around to the front and be a bit of a fucking nuisance.
Yeah, go see.
cause some
Piss on their
disturbance.
door and I do a spider.
Hermes.
Hey, Van and Riss, do you reckon this L was actually Lydia? And that's why they took Rikki in?
It's
So
possible.
this whole time I was
seems-
thinking L was like Ellen or El Diablo or something, but it could just be the initial L.
Well,
El
And we did
Diablo.
pass the Romero farm.
we passed through in a firm. It's L. It's smuggling town. It's entirely possible, but we have no fucking idea. But we will soon.
All right, perception as Hermes.
Yes. Yes. Woo. That is 14.
Okay. There's no obvious venting on the top. It's quite a large building, and you know that potentially if they put on stage shows and that sort of stuff, I mean there are large front doors that would supply oxygen to the building. It's fairly solid. Seagull crap is an issue. You can see from the top it is like they have tried. They've got like little spikes and stuff on the roof to try and keep them off, but it's a losing battle. Flying around to the rear, facing over the water, you do see a small window open
Perfect.
for that little sea breeze.
Drop it down there. Oh, I can't
Hermes
talk.
with the light on the windowsill.
Yeah, perfect.
It's sort of like it opens outward, so you would need to, flappity flap.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll-
yeah. I can walk into him and
Yeah, you can-
manually land it.
No, I web.
Yeah, Spider-Man's off.
Yeah.
In your head, you're like, I'm the arachnid kid.
Check me
Yeah,
out,
let me
arachnid kid.
Let's see the arachnid kid do this.
Can you shoot it from your ass?
And you sort of thwack against the wall, and inside you see a figure with a hood. You can see some red curls poking out just over the hood, sort of. Not quite human, somewhere between. So maybe mixed blood. Not a crazy, like, doesn't look like an expensive sort of room. Like, it looks functional, if anything. You see, a small table with decanters of liquids. You assume booze or water or whatever. And I'll get you to make an insight check.
Hmm. 13.
Okay. The figure is sitting quite still. Past that, you don't really glean anything.
Weird, still in a weird way, like no living being can be that still. This is
No,
probably an
you-
illusion or a mannequin.
On a 13, you still see the rise and fall through the shoulders, but just very still. Cut to, what are you two doing?
Back into the front door,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Who is playing right now? Like, can we
Thoughts.
see?
No one that you know.
But like, there's a show on now, yeah.
No, not
Not
on,
now, okay.
like tonight's premiering show sort of thing.
Well, I guess we'll head in.
Try and catch a matinee.
So the human at the front is sort of like, sorry, we're not open just yet. The show is later on this evening.
But Ranger, this is Alice's son. He wants to have a.
I would like a private tour of this facility.
He wants to have a private tour.
I
of
have
your
always
facility.
been an avid lover of the theater, and it would mean the world to me to be able to tour your fine establishment.
Oh.
Julie, the Alice would look very favorably upon this. I would write very good things. You know, I travel all over the country. I could spread your word far and wide.
You're just like, everything that you're saying, you're just like,
We might even get Channing Tatum down here.
looks around.
He is a personal friend, you know. I have
Oh, he's not back for a while.
he,
come with
he
me,
could
come with
always
me.
do an old friend a favor.
He sort of looks around. There's no one there yet. Like, it's
Yeah, it's
2 in the afternoon
It's,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
It's a daytime theater. Like,
Yep. They're not
pretty-
not open to the
lighting
public
lights
yet.
really
Yeah. Stage might be. So
Yeah,
he
the
sort of
stagehands are-
he takes you around and shows you a quite a large brick wall with just insignias and signatures, and you know, these are obviously actors, actresses, people of note that have left their mark on the wall to show that they've performed here. And he sort of spiels you through like, these are, oh, take note up there, sort of thing.
Well, beautiful night it was.
Yeah, and you're just like, I don't really know any of these names, but cool.
Oh, I did love him in that other one.
Oh, yes. And you can see that he thinks he's speaking to a fan. Like, I'm not going to make you roll deception because he's just like, oh, you can see he loves theatre. Lights right up.
So is this your dream to be on the wall, kid?
Are you doing anything while he's sort of...
Just
You need
looking
to
around,
take a shit?
seeing if anything like sort of points out like any
Have to pull.
hallways, any like staff only sort of areas or.
Okay. Yeah, there would be a staff access door beside the stairwell up to the second tier. And yeah, doorways leading through into the theatre itself.
Is there a dunny in here or
What, sorry?
dunny?
The bathroom. He
The
loves-
shitter
Relieve himself.
Yes, just over there.
over that way. All right.
Yes.
So I'll catch up with you guys. Hope your name's on that wall someday, son.
Thank you. I do dabble.
Oh, I can
And
tell,
I'll put
mate.
my arm around him and say, "Oh, tell me more about your performance. I would love to hear."
Excellent. And you just hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh my
walking him
word.
down the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah, like royalty. He's just like, holy crap, is this actually happening? You sort of
You know, I could put in a good word for you.
while you're walking off to go to the dunny, or at least to pretend like you're going to the dunny, he's sort of like, oh, I've done a few smaller shows, like just like telling you about his side gigs and stuff. But yeah,
So I've heard of them.
I assume you just blow hot air up his ass, and he's
Yeah,
just like,
very much so. Well, yeah, I'm just going to let him do what he wants to do.
yep, perfect.
Tell me all about how great he is.
Oh yes. Goes through the construction of the theatre, like how long it's been here.
I ask painstaking details.
Yep. And
What
yeah.
kind of screws?
I mean, he would not hesitate to answer. Just like
Good.
no, a font of information.
And which dwarven clan mined the rocks that were made for these bricks?
And do you think that the cross or the single line screws perform better in theatres?
Overall, anything that he can't answer, he's good. Like a good host. He's sort of. I'm sorry. I don't know that. I could ask for you if you wanted, but
Oh, not to worry. Stick with me until the end, and then we'll go get a drink.
sort of takes you through the doors into quite a large chamber. So there's a step tier up the top and a tier down the bottom. Full stage, curtains drawn. Curtains. Yeah, curtains would be drawn.
Oh,
And-
we take a look at the stage from the private box.
Yes, yeah. There's no one in there right now. I'm
Just
sure.
a quick look. I'm sure it's not a problem.
And what are you doing while
So I'm
these
gonna
two sort of out of earshot now?
Like have a look around, make sure no one's. Then head down to that private area.
Okay. So, private area. Sorry, it's like
That,
staff door.
area.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you sort of head towards the staff door, someone carrying some obviously set pieces walks through that door and sort of sees you as
Oh, hey mate, I'm new security here. You need a hand with those?
no, but
You're all.
what are you securing?
I mean, have you not heard about the break-ins? There's been a few little rascals sneaking in and out. I'm just making sure that everything's, top shape. No one's sneaking where they shouldn't be in case, they bug one of the performers or drug him or murder him when they get into their green room. You know what I mean?
Make a deception check. At this point, you sort of see he's carrying a large, maybe styrofoam, whatever it is, seagull.
23.
23. It's just sort of, oh, nah, they don't tell me anything, but...
Nobody tells me nothing.
Nobody told me nothing. Well, do as you must, I guess. He sort of busies about, heads through to the stage. So you would see him come in, a separate door into the auditorium. They may be being placed around on the walls, sort of as part of the theme.
Tomorrow's performance.
So, he sort of leaves you be. You're just like, okay.
I should be on that. I should be on that wall.
Jam your toe right in it just before it closes.
Yeah, what am I seeing as I'm going through this staff area?
You push open the staff door. There's a tea room and access to backstage, like a corridor around to the back.
Okay.
Is about all that's in there.
So I guess I'll just... Anything interesting in the tea room? Anything that jumps out at me? Or is it just like toaster, microwave, whatever?
Yeah. No microwave, no toaster, but food
Neither
preparation.
And butter.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a metal box that automatically casts heat metal when you put food inside it. There's a microwave.
$1 million idea.
Maybe we can talk to Canuna about that one.
Actually.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Haven't thought of that before. Fire, who needs it? Yeah, nothing of note. Like, you see people's coats and that sort of stuff. You see, like, potentially you could wear something, but
Anything with, like, I don't know, lilypad insignia or anything, or...
yeah, like some of the staff jackets, like a nice vest and...
Yeah, I'll chuck one of those on.
Okay.
If they can fit me.
Bit of a struggle. You get your arm through and you're like... It's like the armhole is like here and you're like...
Put a second jacket on there.
One on each arm.
Looks convincing from the front.
Yeah.
Just you button up the front together.
So you get it on, and as you sort of put your arms down, you hear it. So like the stitching at the back has opened up a bit. But
Someone
you're like,
else's problem.
My uniform's in the mail.
big jacket over the top, and you're like,
This is
right,
a loner.
covered. You do look like muscle with a good vest with a jacket over the top.
I'll just keep following on that hallway. Jason.
Alrighty. Kincaid, are you doing anything
I'm
else?
scuttling towards where I think Rikki would have gone.
Okay.
Because I isn't that, if this is the place, he went in here and I came in here, so I'm kind of going in.
You've come in at the second story, however. So you're upstairs.
Can
somewhat.
I go through like a crack in the floorboards or something? Down?
Down? You would have to leave the room to go down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm scurrying around looking for a way to get down to where I think Rikki would be. Like cracking the floorboards and
Yep.
drain pipe.
This doorway you'd be able to squeeze through. In your spidery way, you're like, yeah.
I hear water spouts are good for itsy bitsy spiders to
Yep.
go up and down.
Until the rain comes down and washes buoyancy out.
Well, no, I want to go down, so...
You get to the you see Kincaid's face just, oh, help me. Oh, not really hurt.
Good thing I've got another one.
So you squeeze through the closed doorway. Can I get you to make a stealth check?
Yes.
Come on, it's a spat.
Got your advantage because it's a spider?
That was on 4 for so long, but then it flipped over to 16.
Nice, not bad.
It just went to like...
Okay. So you squeeze through the doorway, and there's a man sort of standing at the top of what looks to be a fairly tall stairwell, and he's got a crossbow just sort of aimed idly to the side, so he's standing somewhat ready. At this point, you hear talking footsteps down there. You recognize Rikki's gait, and you see him sort of come around the corner at the bottom of the stairs. Where are you going to position yourself?
Where I can hear.
Okay. So back in the room or in the hallway, I mean?
Were they going into the room or coming out of the room?
Looks like they are about to come up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just a narrow staircase into that one room, and you're just at the top of the stairs.
I guess Drew, would I be able to hear if I like perch on the kind of just next above the door frame on the outside? Would I still be able to hear?
You might be hard pressed.
Okay, I'll scuttle in then.
Yeah, so just scuttle back through, like squeeze your little way in.
With Joshua.
Start spinning a web.
Spinning a web that says, "Hey Rikki," in it.
I got you.
Got you, fam, with the love heart emoji.
It's a weird spider.
I feel like Kincaid would be more like when he's drunk,
Drunk texting.
and he's changing people like, "Hey Rikki, it's me, Kincaid. I'm just here as a spider. I'm just here to back you up.
Yeah.
I got you, fam.
Don't even
Oh, by
worry.
the way, it's pretty cool being a spider."
Hey Rikki, it's Kincaid here. Starting out how he always does. All right, I'll
Yeah,
get
just
you
hiding.
two to leave the room.
Yep, cool.
Bring eyes in, please.
So do I stay in there?
Yes. You are in the room for this conversation.
I hope it's not an embarrassing private one that I'm about to intrude on very badly.
Now, you can't tell Rikki that you're in there. He won't know. But you can sit here.
I was going to signal to him like as a spider.
We'll have to try in.
That's what I was imagining. They sit down, he's facing this way, and I scuttle on the wall that side and start.
Dancing weirdly.
Yeah.
Make a... Out. Out. Good girl. So.
You don't know.
You don't know.
So anyway, I turn around and just go to the pub.
You're like, nah. So you step through into a fairly well-worn corridor. Looks to be leading to backstage. So you've gone through the stage door pretty much. You take a left and then right into another hallway. You see a few other rooms, like dressing rooms, that sort of stuff.
Green room.
And turn left. The guy doesn't say anything to, just sort of flexes while he walks, and gets to the bottom of a staircase leading up. And he sort of turns and
Points me up.
thumb up the stairs. You see a man standing at the top of the stairs, crossbow in hand. It's a fair, probably 30 odd steps up. And you can see he's alert, he's watching, not doing anything aggressive.
Right, I will pitter-patter up the stairs.
Along the way up, you see artists have signed certain artworks, and it's leading to some sort of managerial office or something like that.
Yeah. Like a record label sort of. Yeah, gotcha. Yep. I'm getting the vibe.
You get to the top of the stairs. The guard moves aside for you to be able to reach the door with the blind pulled down on the inner window.
Yeah. Is there a point where I'm at the door, I haven't gone in, he's back facing the bottom of the stairs?
No. So he'll just stand aside and be watching you with his crossbow. Guard at the bottom of the stairs is sort of just...
Okay. So there's eyes on me.
Yep.
Okay. I'll knock on the old window.
Yeah. Enter. Make an intelligence check.
15. 14.
You don't want to believe that you do. Somewhere in your heart, you're just like, no. But you definitely recognize the voice.
Is there a spider on the wall anywhere
You haven't gone in yet?
anywhere near this door?
You can't see any spider.
Okay.
But your hand just sort of freezes ice through your veins as you touch the handle. You're pushing through.
Yeah.
door sound effect. Where's door?
Oh, perfect.
Nailed it.
The immersion. It's unreal.
So, I don't have it in reverse for the door closing. Shut up. Use your imagination. But, make a perception check as you step in.
9.
Okay. You see a fairly plain sort of room. You see some signed stuff on the walls. You see a small side table with pitchers and drinks and that sort of stuff. And you see a fairly large table, a figure sort of resting on one elbow. Hood pulled up to here with red curls that you could recognize a mile away. You stare into the face of Lydia Romero. You haven't seen her since the incident.
Yeah, which I think would have been at least like minimum 3+ years ago.
Yep. That one last, your wedding night, drunken and great. You had a fantastic time. Little did you know, the following morning would rip your world apart. And you see her sitting.
Mrs. Rocksplitter?
Mr. Rocksplitter. Have a seat. Can I get you a drink or...
Serve payback here?
No, nothing like that.
Black shell will do then.
You got it. Gets up. You see her. She's human, half ling. So, not quite full human stature. Fairly short for a human, but she stands up.
Humeling.
Yeah, whatever that cross is. And pours you a drink. So, how have you been? She's been very nonchalant, very... It's almost painfully so for you.
It's pretty loaded question.
I assume
I'm a bit out of sorts. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together with L until right outside the door. The door with the big burly guy. I wasn't even the one who put it together.
Oh.
One of my friends did.
Well, I apologize for the deception. I assume this is why you were here.
No, I apologize for firebombing your parents' farm last night. Is that not why I'm here? Like, never mind.
You see her just... Excuse me a second.
I forgot I said nothing.
You see her turn away. Turns back. Some of their crops burned, but not much.
If it's any consolation, it wasn't me either. It was one of my friends. But kind of on behalf of me.
Okay.
Anyway, look at you now. Big wig.
Well, sort of pulls the hood back and it's the red curls that first caught your eye. Let's stop dancing around the elephant, I guess. It was against my will. And I mean it sincerely. My intent was not to harm you. I should have known it would.
Can I insight that?
Absolutely.
When Kincaid kind of realizing like, oh shit, this is a really private conversation. I just came in to be like, can I like try and, because you know there was like the other thing that I saw, like in the other room.
Which other thing? Sorry?
Was sitting very still. Or was
The
that,
figure
was that
is Lydia.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was like a double, and I'm like, is it like an illusion?
No,
Is
no.
It, okay.
You were looking. You see him enter the room.
Yeah. I think Kincaid would try and scuttle out of there.
Okay.
Just being like, oh, I don't. This is a I thought I was helping to try and like back up. This is now a real invasion of privacy. I feel awkward about.
Okay.
Or can I just stuff 2 spider fingers?
You can if you want. Up to
yeah,
you.
That's just in case it goes pear shaped. I kind of like being
Yeah,
keeping an eye
2
on
of
the
your 8
the
legs.
spider, and with the other 6 still on the thing, and just so if you look up in the corner, you see a spider there with two legs pressed.
Like just eyes on this.
Oh, there's definitely a little web up there. Just,
So make a stealth roll if you're going to exit the room, unless you're just going to stay there.
I think I'd just like block my ears so I don't hear, but just in case, I don't know, she obviously like casts a spell.
Okay.
Or does something weird.
Yep.
But like, and so kind of like keeping.
Yeah, you're
you know,
watching but
I've
not
got
listening.
8 eyes, so I'll keep 4 eyes on what's going on. Like, try not to peek, but also just like in case something shit goes down.
Okay. I'll get you to leave the room. I'll call you back in if you see if there's
Yeah, it's
anything.
gonna, like,
Can I
be
get
like-
perception before you leave?
Oh no, sorry. I thought spiders had a perception thing, but they do. But it's only when something's like touching their webbing. 12.
Okay. All right. I'll send for you if you spot anything amiss. But in the interim, you're just like web. Oh God!
Oh no!
I don't want to be.
This is really,
Oh god, this is really hard felt.
this is really.
Ooh. Ooh.
I should
Ah.
read it. I should
Oh,
read it.
where do I? Also, don't tell the others what you've seen or heard yet. So, it just sort of like just hits you in the face.
Oh wait, yeah, insight.
Yes.
Just like back in the day, a good old 6.
Very fitting. It hits you in a wave of just like you're so overwhelmed, conflicting emotions. After 3 years, not a word from her, and all of a sudden she's there again. At certain points, you would have been questioning, did she even exist? What was that just a terrible nightmare? But it sort of just realizes in front of you that she's there. The insight, you get nothing. You just like so many thoughts bouncing around. What would you like to speak first? I feel you've earned at least that.
Well, look, I was angry for a long time,
Understandable.
you know, but such is fate, and it's led me into a life that I could never have dreamed of, and I've made a lot of lifelong friends in
That's wonderful.
out of the repercussions of what you did. So I suppose, you know, I can't stay mad at you, but I still can. But you know that it's
It's
still a
confusing.
big conflict within me.
Of course.
But yeah, look, I was very angry and bitter for a long time, but
Here's the black shell, sorry. That may
Yes.
help. You're just like... I understand. The way that all went down, it... seems lost in thought.
have you ever heard of the Seven Sisters?
No?
Yeah, these ancient beings at the bottom of Glendolfa.
Oh, you've travelled far then.
Yeah, went all the way down to the bottom to see them, ask about you.
You asked about me.
And they told me that I think they...
Mhm.
What just happened?
As you say that, try as she might. Colour in the cheeks. Just natural one. She just unbidden. You notice that she flushes as you say that.
Just they give you kind of I suppose, you know, in talking about fate, they can maybe manipulate it or see how it's manipulated a bit more than we can. And
Tell me more. How do they know these things?
I'm not really too sure. They're kind of ancient, magical, older than time itself, and everyone gets to ask them one question in their lifetime.
And I'm sorry, but did you use your one question? What did you ask them?
Well, something about love, and you were there, and anyway, the point I'm telling you is that they mentioned a similar kind of you were being manipulated, or it wasn't your plan from the onset. So I can believe that you didn't mean it.
Good. I was worried that you'd resent me forever. And you see just like the smallest quirk of a smile. Something that you remember when she's trying to suppress a smile. Just the corners of her mouth. And you see a big exhale, just sort of like. What do you remember of what I told you of myself, about my family, my history?
Well, in the time I spent angry and bitter, I kind of I thought myself a bit of a fool, because I know we never came to visit your parents. I think you mentioned they were out of mid-home and that's where you grew up, but we never really kind of delved into your history, because kind of being out on the water, it seems that's what you were running from, so we left it where it was due.
And we forged our own story, I guess. Continue.
Well, that's sort of it.
I really left you in the dark, didn't I?
Yeah, that's why I kind of thought myself a bit of a fool. I thought I should have seen it coming, because you kept a lot of your personal life. Well, yeah, what I came to learn, you had more of a personal life than I was led to believe.
I sincerely apologize for having to keep that deception from you. Make a perception check.
15.
You would notice Spider-Cade behaving slightly strange. Like, you can see his legs are folded up on the front, covering spider ears. Like, you don't have hands, it's just like trying to plug.
Yeah.
But you see this strange spider and you can connect the dots.
It's got the white strip or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the white face on it. Well, perhaps this will be a balm for you. I could share some if that helps. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, sure.
So prior to meeting you, yes, my parents. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't burn their farm to the ground, but I understand where it comes from.
That bitterness still comes through sometimes.
Understand it. My parents grow tea and other herbs. I would come to Gullview and sell them on boat, quicker than walking. Good on boats. I found it just got me away from the drudgery of working on a farm. Good Lord. I kind of fell into smuggling in a way. Just make more money, make ends meet, help my parents. I think that's the reason their farm is so... Well, it's quite successful actually at the moment. Gets up and pours her favourite, a little brandy. Sits back down. Shortly after that, I was asked via contract to travel to Darnish, which you know to be the continent west of Faladura.
Oh wow, intercontinental.
I was asked to travel to Darnish and retrieve someone, smuggle them back. When you get offered a few hundred gold to do such a thing, you don't ask questions. Such was my hubris. In my foolish... And you see her sort of... She's dredging up memory. In my foolishness, in my naivety, I came back empty-handed. The gold being spent and nothing to show for it. The person that raised this contract with me asked another task of me. Slightly less... No, I won't... Not nicely. There were threats. There were... My family was at stake. He filled me in of a easy mark. At a college, from a wealthy family. Green as grass comes. As loath as I was to do such a thing to someone so innocent, I guess. I mean, my family was at stake. I wasn't going to let them die for you. As selfish as that seems, it's when you're faced with such incalculable odds, you have to make a choice. So, that's where you came in. You were the mark. It was very easy. I mean, look at me. There's always been confidence. Like, she's even more confident than she should be, which is part of the appeal. At least for you, it was, and it's why people trust her. She's very sure of herself.
Yeah.
One thing led to another. I'm sorry, but I weaseled my way into your world, and it wasn't until we'd spent some time together, we'd sailed Lover's Bounty. It was, again, that release, that getting away from everything, the being out on the open water with someone that I actually liked. It absolutely destroyed me to do that to you. I genuinely grew to care for you. And I'll tell you one thing. I didn't give your goods to that person. I sold them. I couldn't go through with it. You see a tear drip down. I actually kept this one. Reaches into a drawer and pulls out the signet ring that allows... It's basically like a skeleton key to...
the vaults and stuff.
Yeah, basically to your home vaults, to your city, everything.
Yeah.
You took the key to my heart, and I held on to this, hoping that one day you would forgive me and I could give it back. My only goal was your family's fortune. It was never to hurt you. I should have seen that that would be a byproduct, but again, naivety.
How kind of close are we, like, sitting?
Across the table.
I'll reach out and, like, hold her hand.
And she's sort of hesitant at first, but gives in, relents. And there's a familiar warmth. That spark that you first felt when you first met. You can see she's battling something. There's something that she's not, like, you don't need to roll insight. She's visibly distressed. But can't bring herself to say whatever it is. Just hand reached out. She's still got her ring on.
Her, like, wedding ring?
Yep. And she just sort of freezes in that moment. Are you going to break that silence?
I'll kind of let it hang for a little bit.
Mm.
And just kind of like pat her hand a little, like pat the top of her hand.
Yep.
And, but then I'll just say, I forgive you.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Is your family, did they recover?
They're still getting by, you know, there's always income coming in, expenses going out, you know, it's, adjust a few lifestyle things. Point is, you know, they're doing okay. I've already recovered a few of the things.
Oh, wonderful.
And, you know, I'm working my way through the list.
Well, hopefully that will help.
Yeah,
What are you still missing? I could, as a way to repay you, I could keep my ears out for.
Well, yeah, I'm still missing
It's been a few years,
quite
but
a lot. You can see I've got this bad boy back.
Yes, it suits you like nothing else I've ever seen you wear.
Yeah, still missing the crown. Just pretty much, yeah, all the kind of family heirloom,
Okay.
pickaxe, chisel, tankard, crown, all that kind of jazz.
She pulls out a little scrap paper and jots them down. You go through and tell her what you're missing. I'll do my best. I know where I sold them, so at least it has been 3 years, but
Yeah, they've probably changed hands a few times since.
I'm
but
sure. Are you aware of the whereabouts of any others?
I don't believe so. Out of character, I don't think so. Because we got the helm from the vault, we got the ingot from
Yeah.
the mansion.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Yeah, I don't think you know any
Yes.
others.
hide nor hear of the others.
Hide nor hear. Nice. Right. Okay. I mean, that's the least I can do to help. What was the fallout? Was there? I assume the family was displeased.
Yeah, they were pretty upset.
Your
kind of,
mother
I
never
suppose.
did approve of me. She was right too. She was wise. She
Yeah.
saw through it, I think.
I'm sort of kind of. It's like a soft banishment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She's sort of
Yeah.
like,
It's just a century though, so it'll pass.
oh,
Like I still, you know, still chat to mum every
that's
now
good.
and then. Once a year, I'll send her a little message. But yeah,
has the fury abated in any way? I'm sure your father was furious.
I haven't attempted to try that bridge again yet.
Enough time has passed. I can see you're on your way to
Yeah.
recovering. Might be worth a try. Family's
I
important.
would love to be able to show up, see him again, and at least have a few things that I can produce.
Yes, family is important. You hear her voice sort of quiver on that. So do you still have your ring? She
The
hopeful,
old,
just like the look up.
The old wedding band. Unfortunately, mine's at the bottom of the basin. Bit of a kind of a sending off I did for myself in the early days following.
Okay.
I'm sure I could get a new one fashioned.
Well, I mean, it's still legally binding, isn't it? Technically. What's mine is yours, still. And you see her lip quiver. And looks back at you. I'm sorry. I know this is a lot. But it's important. I couldn't find you. I tried. Does that thing stop me being able to see you?
Yeah, it does actually.
I paid quite a hefty sum to try and find you. But
Yeah, ever since I've
thinking
found
back,
this-
there was a one that you blocked. You were like, no.
Yeah,
That was Lydia attempting to find you.
yeah. Not unless I allow it through. So
So you didn't know?
yeah, it doesn't give me kind of any information on the
Okay.
sender or the caster, but
I did try. But you keep your ears out. The smuggling routes you sort of just dropped out.
yeah, I've pivoted a bit in the old adventuring game now.
So what are you doing now? What's captured your attention?
I've started a company with the new friends I mentioned I've made,
Wonderful.
and yeah, we're just doing anything from transporting goods, protecting people, and all that good stuff. Wherever the money is, we follow.
Well, that sounds riveting. You've been to Glendotha, where else?
Shara,
You were... You hadn't travelled at all. You'd been to Dagbadere and to college when I met you, and
now look at me.
now look at you. You've
Yeah,
changed.
we're on our way.
Your beard's really coming in.
Thank you.
I always did love it. And she sort of like reaches out to find her favourite like braid with bangle sort of thing. Still got it. Remember getting that one for you in here.
But yeah, just following the money, keeping afloat, making ends meet.
Well, it may not mean much to you, but hearing that you're doing so well, that eases my heart. It did nearly destroy me doing that to you. But my family's still alive, so I'm glad this...
Yeah, look, it's, kind of like I said, that's the hand that fate deals you, and you've got to do with it what you can. We've all come out of it on the other side, at least alive, so
Yeah.
that's something.
And I mean, if you ever need a +1 to a wedding or something, just give me a call.
Yeah, same goes.
So, are you staying here, or what are your plans?
We'll be moving on, I think, tonight. But we were actually seeking you out before, when we just knew you as Elle.
Oh.
Look, I will just be straight up.
Okay.
One of the friends I've made is from the Obolojka clan, and a couple of years ago their misted mound was burnt down, and the trail of who organised the hit and the job has kind of led back to you.
How long ago, sorry?
I think it was just over a year. We tracked a chit to
Sorry, it's not ringing a bell.
what was his name?
A boogman?
Gildan?
Gearden?
Yes. We tracked a chit from one of the hitmen to Gearden in Midhome, who passed on your info as someone who organised the job.
Oh, I don't organise jobs. I'm more on the people side. So,
Right.
if we need...
Would you have, the T-bridge?
Yeah, they probably would have...
T-bridges and a big dude with dreadlocks and New Magic.
Ah, yeah. I remember that guy.
Yeah. What was the last job you sent him on? Because I'm pretty sure it took his life.
Well, yeah. If I haven't seen him since, so that sounds.
Yeah, and maybe there was a Graham involved.
Oh yeah. Graham was sort of my contact in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Got people all over the place, But sorry, what did they do?
They burnt down my friend's family.
Oh God!
Forest. Kind of destroyed their livelihood.
What is it with me and destroying family? Okay. Well, obviously, you know me. I'm not a killer. I'm not hiring, contracting people to murder or burn down.
Thankfully, no one, as far as
Oh,
I'm
that's
aware,
good.
was hurt. But just the kind of family business revolved around that. So
Okay.
it's, but they have since recovered. But
That's good.
yeah, just trying to track down, why it happened, who sort of was wanting that to happen. If you could point us to anyone or in any direction.
What is your intention? You can see I'm torn.
Right, yeah.
I can't. My life would be at stake if I was to. Can I? How could I tell you without telling you? If it leads back to me, I'm dead. There's no two ways around it. I'm just dead. Where are you looking? Let's start there.
Well,
because this city is my city. You make an insight check.
5.
Okay. Sorry, I can see that didn't land. Okay, I'm trying to be subtle. I'm not giving you answers, but I'm helping you think about this in a way that I'm not telling you anything. If they try and force this out of me, I haven't told you a thing that you didn't already know. So give me what you've found.
Aren't in Gullview.
She doesn't nod. She just moves her head slightly.
Yeah, I'm more just
So yeah,
commentating.
you're sort of on the page.
Yeah.
Yes, if you could.
Yeah. Well, our next stop. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, you were our next stop, and we don't really have anywhere following, because we found the dead bodies of the agents. On one of them, we found the wooden shit, which led us to Gurdon. In Midhome, who led us to you, because he also said he was just sort of a people connector.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we don't. Our only other small, tiny fragment connection is that weird family, the weird turtle family. You know the one? D.
Out of character. Plippy.
Plippy, thank you. Yeah, the Plippy family may have somehow been involved, but that's a pretty loose connection, and all the Plippies are now dead or missing.
So, have you followed this from the turtle side of things?
What's the other side?
Well, you're looking into a turtle family. I'm sure there's someone, a turtle somewhere. Do you remember that time we sailed around the bay?
We sailed around the bay a lot of times.
She's subtly giving you a message. Yes. It's that wonderful... Oh, do you remember the seafood in Croden? Wasn't it wonderful?
Croden was delicious.
Technically, Hasn't told you a thing.
Yeah.
So she's doing her best to point without pointing. We had some wonderful times, didn't we? I should love to go back there with you one day. If you'd travel with me.
Yeah, maybe if we have some work that coincides together in the same spot.
I actually, as much as I hate to cut this short, I actually have got meetings later this afternoon before the show starts tonight. There's a lot to do, but I hope that helps you in
Yeah, it does.
a way you might.
And she's given me the signet ring.
Yes. So she hands it back. Take that back. Give my sincerest apologies if they'll hear them, but I assume they won't. I know I've burned that bridge. But thank you for seeing me. I know you didn't know it was me, but thank you for staying.
I think we both needed this talk.
Yes, to end it like we did. Not such a good thing. Any drink for the road? Or? I've always loved your drink, and sort of fixes you a fairly highball. Keeps the glass. You'll be. Thank you.
For our future.
Gets her brandy. Husband. Clink. Still feels weird to say that. After all these years. Well, hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be, we won't leave it as long next time.
You know where I am if you need me.
And I'll let you through next time.
Good.
Well, hopefully.
Okay. we'll try.
Yeah.
If I try 2 times, no, that will be difficult. That's expensive. Did you know? It's expensive to scry on people.
Yeah. Maybe we'll, yeah. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
I'll give her a little business card.
Oh.
I'll say, otherwise we can do it old school.
Sort of like flapped it.
And you can write me here.
Okay.
I'll check it.
Leave correspondence with your business or anything.
Yeah, just with there's a guy there who sort of holds down the house for us, so he'll take a message.
Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, well, lovely to see you again. Sort of like awkwardly.
I'll go in for a big hug.
Nice. And it's nice to embrace in that way. We'll end the session there. The rest of your party doing who knows what. Try not to tell them. Well, don't mention any of this to them. Let's do it in character.
I was also going to say...
yeah, anything you need before.
No, I don't think so. I was just going to say... no, it's okay, because she told us about... Well, she sort of told us about Croden, so I think we're all good.
Yep. She pointed you...
in a direction.
In a direction, for sure. Beautiful. Well, thank you, folks at home. Hope you enjoyed the sesh. We will be back next time with more D&D. Dungeons and Nerglings.
I'll go get the boss.
Excellent. But yes, do not move.
Hola.